Hello and good afternoon, everyone. It is me, Antonio. First, I want to start by saying thank you to the hosts, Michael, Jordan, Haley, Allison, for having me back yet again for another rousing competition of animation. It's been a blast this season. I have thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you, Team Jordan, all the way. To my jury members, thank you guys so much for making this experience once again another once in a lifetime thing for me. I've had such a blast getting to play with each and every single one of you, getting to grow connections and bonds with you guys, laugh, cry, argue, what have you. It has truly been a blast. Let's get right into it. Over the course of my time in animation, I've played a grand total of 75 days. And after 75 days, I truly and earnestly feel that I have finally figured out the perfect formula to win to win this game. I first want to talk about, some of my accomplishments in the game, some things that I did well, I believe that I exceeded in, and I also want to talk about where I believe, I did fall short, and I even fell short with some of you guys, and I apologize for that. But first off, I want to say, I was very aware and perceptive of everything that was going on in the game. Yes, I played up the paranoia because I believe that perception for people is reality. So if people see you're scared, they're more liable to want to work with you and pull you in. And with a strong social game that I believe that I had, I took the time out and spent time on the phone with people and chatted with them. And it wasn't all just game. It was really like getting to know the person and build a social connection. So when it was time to talk game, they were more comfortable doing so. And people were telling me where they were voting and how they would vote. And what advantages they had and what they were playing and who they were playing it on. And if I wanted to play my advantage and what we were going to do. So I really believe that with a lot of information coming to me and even giving out information to other people, that my name was still never coming up. Like, for instance, Sydney had an idol, and I told people that Sydney had the idol, and she found out. Sydney still never turned on me. I knew about Chris's, for instance, his safety chain, and still, once again, nobody was coming for me. My social game was good. I made people feel comfortable with me to want to do things. I really feel like I was a middle player on two opposing sides this game. And I was just able to manage a threat level where even if I voted with one side, the other side still didn't want to vote me out, and I was still able to, if I needed to, vote with the other side. I want to talk a little bit about, how I outlasted. I think that escaping 36 days by only receiving one vote is a feat within itself. I believe that once again, my strong social connections with people and talking with them and really making bonds with people really kept my name out of people's mouths when it was time for a vote, because people felt comfortable with me. They said, oh, Antonio's going to keep me safe. And I honestly, until I could not anymore, I was keeping people safe. When the majority was going against people and there was nothing else to do, it had to be done. So I think that's also something that maybe I was wrong for, because when people went out of the game, I did still lie, but not lying, it could have turned around and it could have ended up being me, I think, because it would have said, oh, Antonio told me that, you guys were voting me tonight, so I slipped the plan, so it turns on me. So instead of, being honest to protect myself, I would cut my ally, and I'm sorry for that. I should have been honest with you guys and told you, like, hey, it's going to be you. I know that's bad jury management on my part. I apologize. I take that one for real, because it did suck having to vote some people out, for sure. I really think that if you guys take away the hurt of, being out of the game and seeing it from a game perspective and like where I was standing in the game, I feel like they were good. I feel like it was a good move for me at the time to advance my game. For example, when we had the split tribal at Merge, and it was 5-5. I was working closely at the time with Keslin, Sydney, and Katie. We were called the Basement Dwellers. And Chris ended up on our side. Unfortunately, Chris, I'm sorry I did lie to you and tell you I would vote with you, and then I voted you out. I should have told you it was going to be you. So, dick move. I apologize. Paige, I want to speak to you. I worked closely with you in this game. I felt like when we got to the swap, we got disconnected, and then we kind of had our guard up ever since, but we were kind of working together. I hope you can respect the move of me coming after you. It seemed like you did, because I feel like you took your feelings out of the game, so I appreciate that. I am not a poser, but thanks for not holding it against me, because I could have easily become a target for you, so I appreciate that. I want to speak to John. John, we met at the swap. You're probably one of my closest allies in the game, honestly. And for me, it was just a game. It was really just game. Like, I didn't want to hurt you as a person, but out of, fear of wanting to win, I made the move. I hope you can respect it. If not, I definitely understand. All love and respect here. It is just a game after all. I really think that being able to manage my threat level well, being able to speak with everybody, literally everybody on our merge tribe openly, we've all had good laughs, really helped excel my game. I want to speak just for a brief second on, outplay a little bit. I think that even though I did win, 3 immunities, even when I wasn't winning, behind the scenes, I was still working and winning. For example, in the swap, OJ had told me information about John's idol. Anthony had told me information about the idol that he had refound. So when the votes were dropped, I had the option of either taking out Peyton or Triton. Yes, people knew what I was about to do, but they didn't know who it was going to be. So I had that sole choice, to take Peyton out of the game. She did make me weary in the swap for a brief moment. I also believe that, using my Snorlax advantage to take out a key player, a former winner at the merge, was a power move. People came to me with a plan. I had revealed that I had an advantage, and if the numbers were there, I was down to play this advantage and make a move against lane. Even when advantages were played, I was always on the right side of them. At Keslin's vote, when he went out, 3 advantages got played, and I did vote for Paige that round, but my name still didn't come up at Tribal. Once again, managing my threat level and my social connections with people, nobody's ruling to vote me out at this point of the game. So everybody, I'm honestly needed. At this point, people need my vote, so nobody's willing to vote me. I think that is something in itself as an achievement of my social dominance over my 2 competitors. I just want to wrap up by saying thank you guys for taking the time to hear me out. I am ready and nervous as crap for you guys' questions tonight. I hope that you guys come with an open mind, because I'm going to come with an open mind. I'm going to speak honestly and earnestly as possible. I'm ready for the heat, and I'm ready to show you guys why I deserve to win.